Yes, you read that title right. Um, if you have abusive parents, you probably already know, um, what it's like, for one. And for two, I know the last video I posted was a little downside. Um, I don't really give a shit, to be honest with you. Um, it's crazy. Like, this lighting actually doesn't look that bad. Um, I think narcissists genuinely will be the downfall of society. And I know they say there's like a low percentage of narcissists in this world, but I'm willing to bet otherwise. I know abusers and narcissists, like, kind of similar, but not exactly the same. But my family is like the textbook definition of plain narcissism. And I don't want to make this about me for a second because, my family always, even though I never fucking talk to them, anytime I mention a problem or I'm sad or I just want to talk, it's always, why is it always about you? So I'm going to make this about you because, I guess you can't talk about your own feelings and opinions to your own family. So why not I do it to strangers on the internet who totally know everything about me? I want to let you know that it fucking sucks. It sucks. You lose your self-worth. You question reality. You wonder what's even real anymore. And, I really don't want to get emotional, but like, bro, gal, whatever you are, like, especially with girls, I feel like girls probably deal with narcissist abuse really. Like, God, I'm sorry, man. I'm so sorry that you're going through this because I'm going through it right now. Well, I guess I'm always going to be going through it until I legitimately am independent and can cut all ties with my family completely. Um, but for the people on here who do need to relatively rely on their family, which I'm assuming some people do, some people go straight cold turkey, which more power to you. It's a lot harder, but if you can do it, more power to you, genuinely. Um, it's really not easy. I know like covert narcissists are, I think, one of the worst, but I think it's the gaslighting and like the reverse roles that really gets to you. The victim blaming, the shaming, convincing that you're the one who's the problem. Um, I, I don't know, like what I mean by the title is that obviously after the fact, right? Like let's say he wasn't in prison. Let's say Dahmer wasn't in prison, right? At least you know what you're getting, right? You're living with a guy who murdered countless women, right? But the thing is, you know his intentions. Like, you know what he is capable of, right? You know he can do the worst of the worst. You know he's probably going to kill you. At least you know when that's going to happen, right? I mean, even when he talks, it's just pretty casual, right? He seems, relatively normal. And I would still pick him over living with my fucking mother. Still pick him over living with anyone in my family. Which sounds insane, I know, but I don't know about you, but I legitimately think emotional abuse is worse than physical abuse. I actually had like a whole thing on this. I don't know why. I literally did like a whole like document and like I was like taking notes and stuff as to why I believe this is true. Because the thing with emotional abuse is you don't know when it's coming, if that makes sense. Like with emotional abuse, I can scream right now loud as fuck, you wouldn't know. You know what I mean? But like with physical abuse, I feel like if someone's coming to punch you or hit you, smack you, choke you, right? You know it's gonna come. Like obviously it might be sudden, but as soon as they move, you know what's going down. You know what I mean? And I feel like with physical abuse is like even though emotionally, right? And this is, I mean, you can make an argument, I guess, for both, but I just think emotional abuse is like is still worse because with physical abuse, right? They hit you, they do that, they still say they love you, which don't get me wrong, that hurts. That's awful, right? Don't get me wrong. It might stop too, because I know some physical abusers, especially like when they get older, right? They get to that age where they can barely lift their fucking foot off the floor. Is they may not admit they were wrong, but they will stop doing it. But with emotional abuse doesn't stop at any age. I mean, there are grandparents, and shout outs to the actual loving grandparents out there who are actually good people. I've met a lot of those who I actually have met grandparents who I love more than my own grandparents. RIP to my grandpa, by the way. He was a pretty good guy, but also a narcissist. But with emotional abuse, it's sporadic. It's out of the blue because one minute he or she might be super calm, super normal. Then it's like a ticking time bomb. You might say something, do something that just, and you don't know because it could be anything. You could spill some water on the floor. You could put something in the wrong place. You could do something wrong. You could anything, something wrong, whatever wrong means. And my thing is that I think emotional abuse affects you in the long run, especially when it comes to relationships. I probably have mom and dad issues if I'm being honest with you. I probably do. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you. Like my parents were divorced. I did not see my dad for over 14 years, like in person. Um, very long time. And I was raised by my mom who was very emotionally unstable, could not hold her emotions. Great, like she was not really physically abusive. I mean, she did like pin me to a wall one time. Um, sounds crazy. But like that was only once, like to me that's not as crazy as like the emotional abuse. That still stuck with me though, as you could say. But the emotional abuse is what I think affects you for life because again, it's something where you don't know when it's going to happen. It could be anybody. You know what I mean? Like, you don't know what sets people off. That's the problem, right? With physical abuse, like, I feel like physical abuse, you know when it's coming, if that makes sense. But emotional abuse is like they'll scream at you, yell at you for anything, for literally for existing. So, and even like if they use you, like in living with someone who literally uses me to do everything for her, it's very, and you know what? It's not the fact that I wouldn't do it for her. It's the fact that she expects me to do it regardless of how she treats me. That's what pisses me off. It's the you're gonna get this from me from the store, right? You're gonna do this, right? You're gonna do this, right? Hey, can you get this for me? My least favorite part, I think, about a narcissist, I'll be honest with you, is when they try to be nice to get something out of you. This is my least favorite thing. Probably my least, probably. There's a lot of things that are up there for sure. But this one's probably up there in the top top three, top five. It's up there. They always, as soon as they need something, whether you need to get something for them, help them with something, regardless of what it is, as long as anything related to them where they need help, right? It's always, hey son, hey, can you just help me with something real quick? You know I love you so much. Can you do this? It's this like they just put on like this mask, right, that goes over their fucking their face, their whole head for that matter. And that's what really that hurts a lot. And then after you help them, it's okay, thank you, bye. Back to back to covert. Another one that's really bad too. I don't know if you experienced this yourself, but it's really the when the friends come over. Not my friends, because I don't have friends for one. But for two, like when other family comes, friends come, their friends come, they talk right about they talk about me all the time. I mean, when my grandma has friends over, I mean, all she fucking can talk about is me. Oh, he's not doing enough of this, he's not doing enough of that. I don't know what I'm gonna do with him. He's not listening, he's not doing this. I told him to do this, he doesn't talk to me. And what actually like astounds me with these boomers, baby boomers, even like millennials, Gen Xers, is like they don't understand that they could be the problem. This is what actually makes me like this stuff makes me almost like it's so stupid it makes me laugh. It's like, huh. Well, I mean, he doesn't want to talk to me, he doesn't hang out with me, he doesn't help me, he doesn't treat me nice. He's the problem, right? You'd think like he's the problem, right? Then I'll give you an example. Like she had these close friends for over like 30 years now, and they broke ties with her about a year ago when I first came here to this country. I'm in Turkey right now, by the way. And they broke off with her because of how she treated them, but also because of how she treated me. And they were sick of it. They were like, we don't want you. We don't want to talk to you. We're not coming to you anymore. You treat us like this. You treat us like we're disposable. You only call us when you need us, when you want us here. We don't care. They cut ties. They haven't talked since. And it's funny because it's like my grandma doesn't see that she might be the problem, right? Like I'm thinking about a narcissist is that they don't change no matter what. Doesn't matter how many drugs you put in them, therapists you put in them. They are naturally like that. It's like a psychopath. You can't really change that, right? You can't really change that brain structure. I don't know if you heard of this saying before, but it's like if you meet one asshole, they might be the they might be the asshole. But if you meet assholes all day, you might be the asshole. I kind of like that quote because it's like a kind of a reality check, I guess, if that makes sense. I don't know. I really feel for, you, and I know it's hard. I mean, I've seen like people on YouTube too who have like, they're in their like 40s and 50s and they're still talking about how like abusive their parents are. It's like, man, like fuck. I can't even imagine, bro. I mean, like, and you have all these like alpha dudes who are like, yo, like, you gotta like do this with your life, do that with, you're a man, there's no such, you can't have emotions, you can't have this, you can't have that. There's all these like alpha dudes who are just like, they act like they just are, what do you call, like immortal. It's crazy. It's always the people who have a good support system, a good family, good brothers, sisters, whatever the case is, a good anything around them. They always have something to say about how people should be when they were the ones who were raised properly. It's hilarious. It's like they never been through that, so shut the fuck up. Like, shut up, you know? This video was longer than what I wanted it to be, and I'm kind of just rambling, to be honest. I wanted this to be a little bit more professional, where I just kind of speak and give you statistics and stuff, but I just can't be bothered with that. I'd rather give you more authentic me, where it's like I'm just having a conversation with you. So I really hope, whatever you're going through, I don't, like, I believe in you, man. I believe in you. And I'll be honest, like, I'm at a very low point in my life right now. I am super, I'm gonna be honest, like, I'm depressed, I'm lonely, I have no friends, legitimately no friends. I mean, I am literally when I go outside, I pray someone talks to me. I shit you not, I look at people and I'm like, please talk to me, please talk to me. And if they look nice, sometimes I'll say something, but it's hard, because some people they just don't. Yo, let me give you an example real quick. I know this is kind of like out of the blue. Yo, today I was coming in like the gate of our place today, and we have like a little garden in the front, and we have like a bunch of mint that blossomed, so to say. They flowered, so they're like you kind of harvest them. There was this blonde girl. She was a little big girl. She was a little big girl. We don't hate big girls. We love big girls. Um, I thought she was English originally. And she was being the typical 20, 30-year-old. I don't think she was 20. If she's 20, then fuck me. I don't know what they're feeding these Russians, Europeans, whatever. Um, but she was there. She was standing taking all these, right in front of like there was like a sunset. And she was in front of my house, but she got closer, like to the gate. And I was like, you know what? Like, I'll ask her if she wants some mint, because we have like a shit ton of mint. I mean, we have like 40 columns, 40 rows of just like mint. There's so much of it. Like we can't give enough of it away. And I was like, you know what? Like she's alone, so I relatively honestly feel more comfortable when the girl's by herself because it makes me feel more comfortable to talk to her. Because usually if she's with other girls, it's like they're ass wipes, or if they're with other guys, they're just like, what the fuck do you want from her? You know what I mean? And guess what happened? I go up to her, I said, "Hey, do you speak English?" And she looks at me like this. She's on her phone like the typical bitch on her phone like this. And she looks at me, she goes like this. She goes like that, and she goes, and then she just moves away. So I'm gonna assume that she thought I was trying to flirt with her. Um, that really kind of pissed me off, I'll be honest. I didn't say anything to her, obviously. I mean, I don't want to be, that guy. So I could have just been like, fuck you, but I didn't do that because that's not how I am. Who or how I am for that matter. But it really it did piss me off a lot because like, first of all, bitch, I don't even want your number. You're too fucking fat for one. Like, I'm fat, don't get me wrong, I'm fat, but she was like, uh, she was a bit wider, I'll put it that way. I'm fat, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying I'm skinny whatsoever, but she was 250 plus, and 5'7". So, like I'm not trying to be that guy, but I don't like blaming people for their weight, et cetera, et cetera. But I think she thought I was flirting with her, and she just like looked at me like I tried to like shoot her family or something. But my whole point with this is that like I don't, even when I try to talk to people or meet people, it doesn't work. And it actually makes it worse like emotionally for me, as if I already am not dealing with enough emotional abuse in my life. Like that stuff actually annoys me even more because it's like the stranger's just treating me like a bitch for no reason. And I ignore it at the end of the day. Like, yeah, but I'm not gonna lie to you, it does come back to me and bother me. It's like, what the fuck did I do to this bitch? But you have to look at the bigger picture. She has her own problems, her own life. I can't look at it at a personal perspective. But you know, anyway, I kind of sidetracked there. But all in all, if you are dealing with like abuse, narcissist, regular, physical, emotional, spiritual, whatever the case is, I pray for you. Legitimately, I pray for you. If you want to talk, like hit me, comment, whatever the hell. I don't really care. Do whatever you want. I don't give a shit to be honest. Um, but I'll be here, man. I'll always be here, no matter what. Well, maybe. I don't like to make promises that I can't keep, but things will get better. You have to change because they'll never change. And unfortunately, I'm learning this myself. Is that if you don't change physically, if you don't take actions, like not just take action, but take the correct actions, because you can take actions, nothing will change still. Take the correct actions, take care of yourself, go out, meet people, right? Work, do what you can to survive, right? I know it's hard. It's hard for me too. I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and say it's easy, but I believe in you. I love you. Take care of yourself though, because if you can't take care of yourself, you can't take care of other people, man. And being alone sucks. It does. Especially when no one hears you, understands you for that matter. But I believe in you, love you, and take care of yourselves, man.